And welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Before we go to take to our business in the Denerim backstreets, I went ahead and went back and accomplished the one little thing I forgot to do in Lothering before it gets destroyed by Darkspawn. Various bandits to kill back here.
Mate, you walked into the wrong neighborhood. Get him. Do it quick. Don't want to disturb the boss. More enemies ahead!
I wanted to stop for lunch too.
Direct me. Yes! You will learn to fear me!
Doesn't help if I catch myself in it.
Make a window! Aha! I shall do it. Yes? Come and get it! Lost me and you shall pay! Is that all you've got?
God, I really need to upgrade elves. Fences is getting work.
Point them back! Very well. Come, let us hit! We are glorious together.
What?
Finished.
Yes? Oh? What was this about? Oh, I see. Tauren must have sent you. I refuse to answer to a pawn of Tauren. Come, men, to arms!
More enemies ahead!
Yeah, I don't care if Alistair and Liliana get caught in the crossfire.
So
At your order.
Let's have at it!
enough! is over.
Once I have my whirlwind, I'll be able to just decimate groups of like 10 with one combo of Cone of Cold. I put the difficulty up to normal about just after the Lothering episode because it was just a bit too easy. Easier than I remembered it.
Looky here. Looks like our marks are saving us a trip. How thoughtful. Kill them. We'll sort through the loot after.
Enemies
Enemy
approaching!
ahead. Watch out.
Go!
You forced our hand. Shall be done.
I am ready. I am ready. You should... Very well.
Just let Alistair eat it again.
The task is finished. Might not be ready for this yet on normal. Usually don't get this random encounter till way later in the game. An order.
Off I go. You need help? can't take forever!
Good to go!
Yes.
I am armed. Back! I am ready. As intended.
Go! Now! Need
Here.
help?
Too easy.
It shall be.
Come, let us in. We must fight. Quickly. We must fight.
Right.
No mercy. Silence is best. Enemies approaching. Oh, as for violence, sometimes.
Very well. It shall be done. I shall do it. It shall be done. It is the
Damn you! Catch! Yes. No, I cannot. Be wary.
Kill 'em.
Here!
very well.
Or play. Come and get it!
do it.
Let us do it quickly!
That's a near end game quest right there.
Yes? All right, let me take a look. I feared this day would come.
Stop playing games, Isabella. We want our
That
money.
scamp Kylon sent you, right?
I think you forget who you are speaking to. I will give you a
The
chance to
mercenaries
leave.
are right there. If you're here about other things, just speak up.
You in your place.
Turn around and walk, stranger. This affair is for White Falcons only. We're the toughest, meanest, and loudest mercenary band from the Free Marches. If you haven't heard of us yet, you will soon. Now get out. Get a load of this guard. You're telling us what to do? You have a point there. Man, let's clear out. Don't want to get on Locane's bad side, do we?
Tell Kylon I owe him one.
I am done.
I could have handled it. Thanks. I think I need to go.
This is the Grey Warden notice we saw earlier, which is obviously a trap.
Think again.
What's the password? Sausage! Bloody no! Go away.
Impossible.
What's the password? Come in, quickly. Another Grey Warden supporter.
Not just a supporter, Peyton. That's a Grey Warden. She's the one Arl Howe is looking for.
Our trap landed a Warden? You've got one chance to surrender.
We're giving in to our anger here.
More enemies ahead! Let's finish this.
It is begun.
I shall do it. Very well. Finished.
I was hoping I'd find you. I heard about the Pearl. I don't know how, but you got them to leave with no fuss at all. The Pearl's workers will...
Nobody gives orders to my men but me. A little lesson in respect is in order.
I see. Don't bother sparing these louts. Things are about to get messy.
I am ready.
Yes.
It shall be done. Very well.
Let's make this quick!
I shall do it. I shall do it.
And people actually voluntarily attack you. Are they just stupid? Here's the payment I promised. I might have more work if you're interested. But I'm heading back to the market district. Back alleys are just too dangerous for me.
He'll have one more simple task where we just gotta talk another group of rowdy mercs out of a bar.
All men are the work of our nature.
came at me! Yeah, they got to learn not to mess with me.
Those who bring hand.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
All men are the worst.
The client is very pleased. Come back soon.
Good to see you back. I've got complaints in the Nord Noble Tavern that some mercenaries have invaded. Nothing violent has happened. The sellswords are probably just disturbing the noble's rarefied conversation. Just drum the louts out of there. The barkeep doesn't mind some blood, or sport, as she called it. Captain said Denerim won't miss a few dead mercenaries. Do what you will, and good luck.
Next, drink to battle. What are you looking at? We're the Crimson Oars. You haven't heard of us. We're mercenaries from all over the world. We have won many battles, and tonight we drink before the next. We happen to like the ale better here, the wine too. Less vomit on the floor. So long as we're paying, they're serving! Ha ha! Ha ha! You may have a point. Barwoman, you and your women are too old and shriveled. Too many damn clothes, right, boys? Ha ha ha! Oars, we go to the docks. Let's find us some wenches!
What can I get you, stranger? What can I get you, stranger?
Edwina sends her thanks for getting rid of the Crimson Oars. Mind you, she's disappointed there was no fighting. Here's payment. You've helped out a great deal.
Dwarven... Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at? Only the finest crafts, straight from Orzammar. Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
Gonna head back to camp for a moment.
I don't understand. You look like a woman. You are a Grey Warden, so it follows that you can't be a woman. So you understand my confusion, then? Women are priests, artisans, shopkeepers, or farmers. They don't fight. Why would women ever wish to be men? That makes no sense.
And this is like kind of different than what the Iron Bull tells us in Dragon Age Inquisition. Seems like Sten is either BSing us or is not fully aware of how things work. I don't know. Or it was just a retcon.
Exactly. One of those things can't be true. A person is born, Gunari or human or elven or dwarf. He doesn't choose that. The size of his hands, whether he is clever or foolish, the land he comes from, the color of his hair, these are beyond his control. We do not choose, we simply are. Can they? We'll see.
Sten doesn't like, he doesn't like sycophants, so being combative with him, that gets points with him.
What do you wish of me? If you must. Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I? Oh, what luck. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time, I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness. For the most part, Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for. Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested. Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting? To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again. Yes, here I am. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
Yes? Well, here I am. Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose. When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools. What can I say to them? What they believe is what the chantry says, and the chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong, but it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
What do you need? Ask away. Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells. You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit. No, I never actually became a full Templar. Duncan recruited me before I took my vows. I was only present during one harrowing. The ritual that they test the mages with. It's not unlike our joining, really. And just as deadly. The girl they tested, she had a demon put inside her to see if she could resist. And she couldn't. We had to end it quickly. I have to say I didn't have much interest in becoming a Templar after that. You'd think that, but it's not so. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
Chantry's kind of a cartel.
Well, they do it, and they feel perfectly justified. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.